Hi everyone, good evening. This is Bharti from Illuminations.
Good
I'm just,
evening.
hi, this is Amreen, right?
Yes, nice
Hi
to meet you,
Amreen, how are you?
Bharti.
Same here, very
Great,
nice to meet you.
thank
Okay,
you.
so I think we just started the meeting and some people are coming in. So let's give it just 1 or 2 minutes and then we can start off. And while we're waiting for everyone, if since today is all about online reading and more of an interactive session, those who are comfortable in putting their video on, please do so that I can, see you as well as connect with you as we do the reading. That's one. And if there is something that you are really keen to that you're keen about, or you need to question about the chakras, or you have any doubts about the chakras, feel free to put it in the chat box so I can keep addressing that as we go along. The focus would be, of course, to do the reading for everyone, but at the same time, also take on any questions regarding the chakra course, which is upcoming, as well as your doubts on the chakras and where you are on your journey with the chakras. So I would love to kind of see that and connect with you all. Okay.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you very much. And who was that? I'm sorry. I was just on
Abir.
the Abir. Hi, Abir.
Yeah.
I don't see
Hi.
you.
Good
Your
evening,
video is not
everyone.
on, so I could not.
I'm here. Just
Lovely. Ah, there you are. Wonderful.
yeah.
Okay. So it's a nice small closed group. So whoever's comfortable with their videos on, that would be awesome. Okay. So just to kind of start off, we still have people joining, but I'll keep adding them on. So I would like to just give a little brief introduction about myself and share with you what I do, especially with regards to chakras, because that's our topic for today. So yeah, my name is Bharti, and I have been with Illuminations for many years now, since about 2011. And chakra has been one of my most passionate subjects. There are many other modalities I work with, but I find chakra just chakra work, which is the diagnosis work, as well as 1 minute, more people have come. Yeah, so which is the diagnosis work, as well as chakra healing, chakra energy, anything to do with the energy body, the auric field. I love working with it. And the idea behind today's session is to kind of share with you how to do a chakra reading. So I'm going to do the online reading for you, of course, because this is a very social platform. It's not going to be very personal reading, but it will be for you and at a very broad level what I pick up. And of course, after that, if you would like to discuss more or dive deeper into it, we can always do that via consult. So I'll start off with just asking you guys one simple question, and whoever can, just feel free to unmute and answer. I'll go one by one if that's okay, since it's a small group. So Amreen, I see first on my screen. What got you interested in today's online session?
Well, I have been doing a bit of work with a couple of different courses with chakra, energy healing, Reiki, and energy work with Donna Eden.
Okay.
Um, so when I saw that this had something to do with chakras, I mean, when you talk about energy, your
Right.
energy fields are the most important.
Sure.
So I do have an idea about what each energy field represents, how you identify blocks, but it's always interesting to know from another expert's perspective. There's always
Fantastic.
something new to learn from another expert. So that's why I'm here today.
Fantastic. Welcome, Amreen. Okay.
Thank you,
Anybody else?
Bharti.
Yeah, I see Darshana. Darshana, anything that excited you about joining? What would you like to take out from today's session?
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Yeah, I just wanted to know about the chakras, how we will work with the chakras. I'm not that much familiar about that.
Sure, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly. So more about understanding about the
Yes.
chakras. Okay, Myri, what about you? Hmm.
Hello, good
Hi,
evening.
good
Hi,
evening.
how are you?
Good, thank you. And you? Hmm.
Good, thank you. I would like to know a bit more. I did the Reiki course with Jana
Okay,
at
okay,
Illuminations,
right.
and completed that, and I found it really fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw your course, I was like, oh, I'd love to just find out a bit more
Yeah, I
about
love
the whole
Reiki too.
topic.
It's really nice, and chakra really adds more like more width to your own understanding and working with the modality, like any
Mm-hmm.
modality, Reiki or Theta, or some of you may be doing pranic. So all the modalities are beautiful, but this course just helps to kind of put more structure to an unstructured field. I guess that's the
Mm-hmm.
best way of putting it. Yeah, so that would be my aim, to give you a little bit of an intro today. And yeah, let me just quickly go through. We just have 4 5 more people. Himakshi, what about you? Himakshi, is that correct?
Hi, yeah.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Good
Good.
evening.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm just became a yoga teacher and
Oh,
I
lovely.
just attend one also the workshop of chakra meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know more about this. So that's why I
Lovely.
joined you.
Of
Thank
course,
you so much.
absolutely. Priya, what about you? What interested you in spending your 7 to 8 p.m. with us? You're mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. If you can unmute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hi to
Hi.
everyone, and hi Bharti. And actually, I'm also a yoga teacher, and
Lovely.
from last 3 years, I am also a theta healer.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and plus I'm expertise in injuries and rehab, and also in scoliosis spine.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, so related to this chakra, actually, I want to know that if it is related to somebody else, how we can work on other person. Like
Sure.
we know that how we can work on ourselves, but if somebody is in problem or maybe anything,
Yeah.
and if we have to heal them, so how we can guide them, maybe in the distance or maybe like
Sure. Like
personal or whatever.
remote healing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
So
So
healing, of course, as we know, energy does not have any kind of geographical boundaries. So once we are
exactly.
able to tune in and tap into the energy, the person could be on the other side of the world. One can still work with them very, very easily. So
Yeah.
in today's session, we would not really be tapping into remote, but in today's
Okay.
session, what we're going to be actually doing is the fact that you and I are not physically here, but the same way that I'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to read your energy might give you some insight to understand that even if you were sitting somewhere else, I would be able to do the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. And so you can do the same thing for anyone sitting anywhere. And then since you are
Mm-hmm.
a theta healer, or all of you, you may be doing some modality or the other. And even if
Mm-hmm.
not, there are ways to kind of balance the energy for another person with their permission, even if they are not right there next to you. So yeah, we will
Okay.
touch upon that to some degree. Okay,
Okay.
all
Yeah.
right.
Thank you so much.
Alize, would you be comfortable to speak since your camera is off?
Yes, I also wanted to know more about chakra
Sure.
and how it can help me.
Wonderful. Of course, my objective today would be to kind of share some basic information on that and do your reading so that it gives you a better idea. Perfect. What about you, Raji?
Hi, Bharti.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. I have been wanting to know more about how chakras can be unblocked.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a bit of meditation, but I'm not really much of a practitioner, not a consistent practitioner. I would want to, I have felt that, some of my chakras need to be worked on.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm not a professional or that knowledgeable. I just wanted to learn more, basically.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we'll share. We'll of course go through the basics, and of course, since we have a small group, feel free to add in as we go along if there's anything more you specifically want to know, and if it's possible, I will definitely share that with you today.
Sure,
And
Bharti.
then last on my screen is Abir. Hi, Abir. Um,
Hi,
How are you?
yeah,
Just
great. Hi, everyone. I don't know if
okay.
it's a bit like, I just, I feel like I have blockers somewhere, but I don't know what to do. I don't know from where to start.
Hmm,
So, like everyone is telling like different story. So
right.
for my side, I'm trying to find the right like answer. So I'm trying to find out, like understand more about the chakras. I'm trying to do
Sure.
some readings, some meditation, but still, I don't have really very, very good like let's say insight for the
Sure.
chakra
Yeah.
healing and
So a
chakra.
good
Yeah,
way to start is actually to know your own energy. And the
yeah,
whole idea behind the chakra diagnosis course is to kind of, know your own energy better. So,
yeah.
okay, welcome all of you. Let's,
Thank you.
yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by just, of course, for some of you yoga teachers and pranic healers and theta healers, you must be aware of the basic, but still for the benefit of everyone, I'm just going to start off from the very, very basic, and then I'm going to take on one by one as we do the chakras, you all, and I'll do a reading for you with your permission, whoever is keen to do the reading. Okay, so like we all have a physical body which we can see and touch and feel, we also have an energy body, and this energy body is literally like all around us. It's through and through us. So sometimes people ask me, many of my clients, but what is the exact location of the chakras? Is it on the spine? So the chakras are not what do you say, tangible, they're not physical, but they are energy. In the same way that you can, you can walk into a room sometimes, any room, and suddenly there are a lot of people, and instantly you can feel different from what you were feeling before you walked into the room. You could feel lighter, you could feel heavier, you could suddenly feel triggered. You may or may not even know those people, but still something shifts within you. When you're in a very crowded places, suddenly you feel the need, even though you're not touching another person, you feel the need to move back or shift away from someone. All of this is basically your energy interacting with the energy or the field around us, and the energy of the people who are present in that field or in that room, in and around us. Okay, so energy is everything. We are all basically, we are not this one solid structure, but we are actually millions and trillions of energetic cells vibrating at a certain frequency that comes together, and we see each other as the way we are. Each one of us sitting here is vibrating at a different frequency. So just like plants have a different frequencies, animals have a different frequencies, you and I have a different frequency. And what's determining this frequency is the way we are thinking to start with. So everything in this universe begins with a thought. Now, the minute I say something to you, instantly the intelligent mind that we have, it will pick up a word and it will have series of thoughts. Okay, so every time you hear a word, every time you hear a sentence, that particular thing you will perceive based on your filter, and you will have your own thoughts of it. Simple example, I will say right now, your mother. Okay, now depending on your relationship with your mom, immediately you have a thought of, oh, I like my mom, I miss my mom, oh my god, my mother, don't talk about her, the further she is the better it is. Okay, so depending on our own experiences, depending on our own relationship, we have a certain thought, a perception. Now those thoughts are going to always create a certain emotion within us. Now that emotion could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be joy, it could be longing, it could be grief, multiple emotions. But as you think, as the thought occurs, there will be a certain emotion that gets generated. Now this emotion starts to fluctuate, which becomes our energy. Okay, so the minute you will notice that if you are feeling very, 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 very sad because of whatever reason, it could be a certain trigger, it could be an experience, instantly your energy feels very heavy. You either want to be alone, or you just want to like close yourself, or you want to scream and shout. Everyone reacts differently, but your energy starts to shift in different spaces, different experiences, different thought processes. I hate my boss means my morning is already ruined, my energy is already dipped. I love my partner means even if I have the worst boss, but because I see my partner's face in the morning, I feel good. Or I come back from a really stressful day at work and I love my family, instantly my energy feels better and I feel better. So your energy is constantly shifting, vibrating, and changing at all times. Now, this energy then starts to reflect in your physical body as well as your physical reality. That's why, when you talk about law of attraction and manifestation and so on and so forth, the key is about what you are feeling. Because when you feel differently than what you are feeling, that's when the energy changes, and when the energy changes, that's when the reality can change. So the whole idea about understanding chakras is that your energy resides in these seven major, there are multiple more chakras, and of course as we get more detailed we talk about those, but to start off with, there are seven major chakras which are mainly influencing everything that's happening in and around our body. If we can master that for ourselves, if we can understand what they stand for, then rather than being just pushed by circumstances, you are in charge of how you choose to feel and respond in life. And once you are in charge, then you can manifest what you want in life. So the path is very simple, the direction is very simple. The idea is to understand what is each chakra trying to tell us, what is it trying to explain to us, what is happening when we have certain symptoms, whether they are physical symptoms or whether they are emotional symptoms. What are those symptoms telling us? And once we have that knowledge of the chakras, then by working on the chakras, you are able to balance or at least neutralize the energy without really spiraling down. A simple example I'll give you, let's start with the root chakra, and I'll start the journey here. So the root chakra is all about survival. It's all about a sense of belonging. It's all about being in the now. It's about influences your relationships. It influences your career. It influences your finances, your mental state, whether it's abundance or lack. So the root chakra is the first and the most basic chakra. It's like the foundation of a building. The same way like a building needs a strong foundation for it to be like a great building, your root chakra needs to be strong so that you are able to kind of move forward. You are able to live the life that you want to live, have better relationships, have abundance in life, have able to move forward without fear. Your fear lies in your root chakra if it is imbalanced. Now those who are able to see energy, the clairvoyance, or those who are able to experience energy, you can sense this energy with sound, you can sense this energy with color, you can sense this energy with texture. Okay, so that really depends on each one of us and where we are in that journey, and some of us may not experience it with anything, and that's all right too. But as you work on yourself, as you commit to understanding your energy better, in one way or the other you will start to connect with what it feels like for you. So different people have different experiences in meditation. That's purely tapping into your energy as well. Okay, so starting with the root, the color for the root chakra is red. Okay, and the sound for the root chakra is lam, lam. So even if you're not a practitioner, even if you're not into any kind of spiritual journey and you just came today because the subject intrigued you, by simply sitting in a quiet space, even 3 minutes, okay, don't have to be like a yogi and sit for 1 hour, even 3 to 5 minutes sitting in a quiet space, focusing on your breathing for a bit. So the root chakra is located at the base of your spine, okay, right at the base of your spine, your tailbone area. That's the generic vicinity of where the energy you can feel maximum. By tapping into that, by visualizing the color red, or by chanting the sound, the seed sound of the root chakra, which is LAM, LAM, for those who are, who would like to just experiment with it. LAM. Just chanting that, say 21 times, you will start to feel a certain pulse, or you will start to feel a certain shift. It's not like your life's going to change by chanting 21 times, but it's just a very quick introduction to realize that yes, there is something, and if I start to unblock this, certain areas of my life can start to shift by purely focusing on unblocking and clearing the energy that I may have stored here. A lot of our childhood experiences, a lot of childhood trauma, many people like trauma. No, I've not had any trauma, but I'm talking about simple. I mean, you were denied a lollipop as a 5-year-old. That could be trauma for a 5-year-old. Today we may not think like that, but it may influence a lot of your life experiences. Okay, being denied something can instantly trigger you, even though the logical part of you may say it's not a big deal, but a part of you within, which has not healed from the past, may emerge at that moment. Okay, so these kind of awarenesses you can have with every trigger. So you'll start welcoming your triggers once you have this knowledge, because each trigger will tell you where the energy is stuck or blocked, and then you can do what you need to do to open up that energy. Okay, so red is the color, like I mentioned. You can use various ways to unblock your root chakra. You could use crystals, you could use like I said, the frequency, different fruits, different foods. All root vegetables are fantastic for the root chakra. Certain exercises like stomping on the floor, certain yoga poses like the child's pose will all help to connect with the root energy as well. Okay, so as we go along, I'll start taking one by one. So whoever is keen to get a reading, just on the chat, give me your date of birth and your name. Of course I have right here, and I can just start going one by one with as I keep getting the details here. Okay, so I have Amreen who has shared. Let's just so Amreen, I'm gonna just assume that whoever is putting it here, I have your permission to tap into your energy for the purpose of this session only. Okay, so I would request you, Amreen, to just close your eyes for a moment and take a nice deep breath. And for the rest of you, I just want you to observe that I do not know Amreen at all. This is the first time I'm connecting with her. But with her permission, I'm going to tap into her energy field, and I'm going to do a quick reading and share, on this platform, what I'm picking up for her. Okay, so just a nice deep breath, and then you can return to your natural breathing rhythm. So just gently breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, Amreen. So I'm again, like I said, it's going to be a generic reading since we are in in a public space. Your energy is very beautiful, very soft energy, very flowing energy. You've gone through certain experiences, but you've had certain awarenesses as well, it seems. So you are in a certain direction with awareness, whatever you're doing. Certain changes you brought into your space, perhaps in the last few years, and you are on a certain. You are quite in the flowing space as well, but the only place where I pick your maximum blocks are in your solar plexus, which is the third chakra, and I find a lot of judgment there. So your own judgment, your own self-doubt, needing approval from others perhaps, or needing to please everyone at all times, which is the only place which is kind of blocking you. The rest of your energy is really pushing you forward, but you keep resisting the momentum because you have this self doubt, and it's very important to have it picture perfect. But until such time that approval doesn't come through, you hold yourself back. That's what I'm getting pretty strongly in your energy. But otherwise, your energy is really, really in a good space. And if you were to work on your solar, and as we go along, I'll talk about the solar more in detail, you will really find a lot of push and momentum in a new direction, a lot more abundance in what you want to do. So yeah, that's what I'm
Amazing.
kind of taking.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Bharti. Based on what you've said today, I would love to share something with you, but I don't want to take
Please.
everyone's time. So
No,
I'll stay back in the end for 2 minutes and then I'll
sure,
tell you about it.
sure,
Thank you
absolutely,
so much.
absolutely. That would be lovely. Okay, so let's go here and see who else we have. We have Irish. Is that right? Am I saying it correct? Hi, Irish. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So let's do a quick reading for you. I'll do 2-3 readings and then I'll move on to the sacral chakra. So just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and then if possible, you can put on your camera. It just helps with the connection. And if it's not possible, it is. Okay. So just keep your spine straight. If you're lying down, then just make sure you don't have a pillow under you, or you can sit up. Yeah, much better. Okay, Irish. What I'm picking for you is there's some sort of conflict either in your space. Either you have to make some kind of choice, or you've made a choice which you've not been very comfortable with, or you are looking at some sort of change, but clarity is not completely there. Because I'm picking up a little bit of conflict in your space, especially with your root about some sort of movement or some sort of change or some sort of decision that's going to take you somewhere. There is some sort of creative energy which is very, very strong within you. Okay, there is a certain creative energy which is strong within you, but it's not getting complete outlet. So if you were to really work on your root to release this fear which is lined with conflict, that's the texture I'm picking up. There is some sort of fear which is bringing in conflict from what you truly want to do, and something is stopping you, whether it's leaving something, whether it's starting something. It seems like you're in some sort of a crossroad where you are feeling a little bit conflict. That's what I'm picking up more for you. But what is really interesting is that your sacral energy as well as your heart energy are your strong energy centers. So if you can actually work on these centers and release the fear, you will be able to overcome this particular conflict that I'm picking in your field. It could be relationship, or it could be something to do with something which is movement or relationship is where I'm picking this conflict which is in your space. So it could be a movement, it could be job related, relationship related, but there is some movement that is coming up if it hasn't already, and you need to just work through it with a creative force energy. So if that makes sense, try and connect the dots for yourself, that your answer will come more from a creative or an emotional space, not from a very logical or black or white space. It will be more in your feeling space, and I'm picking that more in your sacral and heart chakra. That's where I'm picking it more. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you, and if it doesn't, feel free to reach out on a consult where we can do it more in depth and get to the basis of it. Okay, you're on mute, but that's cool. I see what you're saying.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, so just to share with you, like this, So when we do the chakra reading, when we do the chakra diagnosis course, my whole objective is to share with you this knowledge and the tools with which you can also tune yourself. I attune you to be able to do the same reading for yourself, for your clients, for your students, for your family, whatever, with their permission. So it's not like it's something which, you know, someone is born with. We are all born with it, but at various spaces of our life we kind of shut down on it, and through various experiences of life we again open up on it. So depending on where you are and how much you want to take forward, you will be able to kind of work with it. Okay, so coming to the, before I take the next person, coming to the sacral chakra. So the first I said is the foundation, the color is red, the sound is lam, it's all about your grounding. The second chakra is more to do with creativity, it's more to do with pleasure, it's more to do with flow, spontaneity. It's more about that uninhibited flow in life. It's like water, it's like flowing water. So if root is more about earth and grounding, sacral is more about flowing and water and passion and pleasure and joy. So it's a very, very beautiful energy. When this energy is, how do you say, when this energy is working for you, you experience joy in life. When this energy is blocked for you, whatever you may do, you may have everything, yet you are unable to experience that happiness. So nothing gives you joy. You may be having the ability to fly first class, let's say, or have the best bags in the world, or drive the best cars in the world, but within there is always a void. You just don't experience joy. And when this chakra is really open and supporting you, you may be just working hand to mouth with your money, but you're smiling, you're happy, you're hopeful, you're joyful. So life feels very light when the sacral chakra is supporting you. And life can feel very heavy even though all the resources and the root is strong, but the sacral is blocked for you. Okay, so the color, when those who are able to kind of tune into it, resonates with the frequency of orange. So, you know, adding more orange into your life, consuming more of citrus and orangey fruits and grapefruits, etc., that helps. Being in water really helps. So just this walking in the beach, swimming in the ocean, nature, really, because nature is seamless and sacral is all about this infinite seamless energy. So all of that really helps. The symbol for the mool mantra for sacral is VAM, VAM, VAM. So if you want to really just work on your sacral, okay, just to expand more of that joy energy, you can simply take, for example, your hand, you can place it 3 fingers below your navel. That's the approximate region where the sacral energy is very predominant. You can just focus, do some strong belly breathing. You can hug your child, which really helps, always with the sacral energy. Just, you know, just hold your hand on that sacral energy, visualize the color orange, feel it expanding, and just chant VAM 21 times. Okay, and just see how it makes you feel. Do that again the next day and the next day. Take it from 21 to 70, take it from 70 to 108. Just see how it feels, and you will actually feel that field expanding. Even if you find chanting very boring, it's not for you. Not everything is for everyone. Take your hand and start moving it in clockwise motion, just a few centimeters away from your skin. Okay, and just move in clockwise motion and close your eyes and tap into that space. You can play any binaural frequency on YouTube for the sacral chakra and just experience what it feels. It's a very different feeling if you do it 1 or 2 times. The first time, your logical mind will come in and say, this is nonsense, it doesn't work. Second time, again, it will say it. By the 7th time, even the logical mind is like, okay, just give it a shot. And then just see how the energy feels. It will start to work for you. Okay, you can do affirmations. You can do affirmations for the root. You can do affirmations for the sacral. So sacral is all about that pleasure and passion and joy and love and creativity and sexuality, sensuality, all of that is related to the sacral. So if you're having any kind of issues in those areas of life, if you feel your creativity is blocked, if you feel your sex life is completely out of the window, if you feel your your passion for things you used to enjoy is no longer happening, short some issue with the sacral, work on it and you'll suddenly feel like 100 kgs lesser in your energy field when the sacral starts to work. So let's go on to the next one here. 1 minute. Okay, so we've done Amri. Okay, so I have Alize here. Alize, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, so would it be possible for you to put your camera on so I could just connect with you a little better?
Okay.
And just try to focus on your breathing for a few moments. Awesome. Okay, Lisa. So just close your eyes, take a deep breath. With your permission, I'm just going to do a quick reading for you. Alize, did you by any chance have any sort of a physical setback recently? Like,
Health, maybe a
yeah?
little bit with my health, yes.
Yeah, a little bit with your health. And I also pick up something that you've not been able to let go, like someone or something or some experience that you're still holding on to for a very long period of time. So
Okay.
maybe at a conscious level, you feel, okay, it doesn't bother me or it's not bothering me. But at a deeper level, somewhere, I'm picking up a very strong resistance to let go because of some pain that you have been through. Okay,
Okay.
and so if you are aware of what that is great. Then it's a good start to consciously tell yourself to let it go. If you are not aware of what that is, then one can always dig deeper to understand where it's coming from. Maybe it's not in your conscious awareness, but also the reason for your physical health. There is this fear to let go. You are holding on to something because you're identifying with it, even though it may not be for your best. So that pattern needs to be changed. And to help with that pattern, I would say, if you're already not working on it, definitely focus on the root and the heart chakra. Root, I already mentioned, you can do some bit of the chanting, you can do the colors, you can do crystals. And heart also, you can do certain meditations, because these are the two places where I'm picking up this resistance that you're holding on to, with or without your awareness. And if you consciously focus on opening up the energy there, I feel the rest which are getting blocked because of this will automatically start to open up. You will be able to feel a lot lighter even in your body. So you are at some place unknowingly holding on in your body, whether it could be anger, or do you feel tightness or stiffness even when you're sleeping? Do you feel that your body gets stiff from time to time? Because I pick up a lot of resistance and holding which is coming in the body. So just root and heart. And of course, if you want to dig deeper, can always book a free consult, and
Okay.
I'll share more with you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right. Next we have here is Himakshi. Himakshi, are you there? Okay, lovely. So let's see what we got here, Himakshi. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath with your consent, just tapping into your energy. Okay, so again, your energy is flowing quite nicely. It's flowing quite like it seems like you've either worked on yourself on something, or you have been on a journey where you have been working on yourself. The only place where I do pick up where a lot of your maybe your core issues were and you're still working on is again at the solar plexus level. Okay, they influence your root as well. So sometimes even things that stop you from moving forward at the root level, they're not really from the root, but they're more at the solar. Somewhere you've got some kind of resistance to truly accept who you are at a deeper level. So you accept at one surface level, you accept at a social level, but deep inside there is still that questioning which is going on, which you're not completely over with. But I do feel that you're on the journey, the energy is quite moving there. So, and I also feel that the root has opened up. So maybe sometime back, I'm not sure how long back, the root could have also been a little bit more impacted by the same feeling, but right now the root seems more open, there's more acceptance. But at a deeper level for self, if you work on your solar, it will really enhance your own journey in whatever it is that you are doing. Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, we'll take one more before we go to the next one. And this is Myri. Myri, are you there? And I hope I'm saying your
Hello.
name.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah,
Hi.
right there.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Myri. So just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Okay. Again, your energy is flowing. It's working well for you. Your heart is a very strong energy. Even when you have setbacks, it helps you to come into some sort of alignment, even if you've had setbacks. So whatever setbacks you have, the heart has the capacity to be able to bring you back into the next phase or the next journey. However, what I find is that somewhere there is a resistance to receive. So if you have to receive something, you need to you do you find it hard to receive, like it has to be like you've deserved it or you're worthy of it, or you need to prove that you need to have it, or you more of that worthiness issue to receive. So ease is not there. So things will happen, things will come, but they will come with obstacles, because that ease to receive is somewhere disconnected. So somewhere you need to take the owner, you always like to take the ownership to make it happen. Somewhere maybe there is even pride in that, that you make it happen, which is great. But at the same time, that itself is slowing down the ease with which more can flow into your space. So somewhere that trickles in, because the rest of your energy is supportive. But if this was to open up, if you were to focus more literally on your higher chakras, your throat, your third eye, and your crown, and just visualize receiving more easily, whatever, it could be water, it could be light, it could be, just visualize receiving and telling yourself it is easy for you to receive. It will really help the way things can open up, new avenues can open up for you. So your heart is very strong actually. So you should keep working on that, and your ability to receive.
Thank you. Thanks.
Most welcome. Okay, so I'll just go on to the next one. We've done up to the sacral, coming to the solar and the heart. I'll do those together. Solar is basically your relationship with yourself, your identity with yourself, your authenticity. The solar is all about the labels, that are there. I am a mother or a daughter or a teacher or a spouse or whatever, professional. And beyond all of those labels which are limiting in nature, which we actually feel define us, is our potential, is our authenticity, is the much deeper, more expanded version of ourselves. So solar is all about trying to tap into that unadulterated, unfiltered, maximized version of ourselves, okay, that highest potential of who we can be, that purpose that we are here for, and that expansion that we are here for. Okay, so the more labels, the more projections, the more judgments which are there, the more the solar gets blocked. The more we are able to release those projections and judgments, the more you attune to who you truly are deep within, and then you can actually live your highest best, because those labels, projections, limitations are no longer acting as the blinders. They're no longer channeling your energy only in directions which you are able to see in a very small circuit, as opposed to that bigger space of who you truly are. So the solar is all about letting go of all of those labels and those judgments and those the smaller limitations, and expanding and living your highest best. The color for the solar is yellow, and the mool mantra for it is Ram, RAM, Ram. So chanting on that. The sun is a beautiful source of expanding the solar plexus. So actually just meditating in the sun, visualizing a shaft of the solar energy coming to the solar plexus and just expanding and melting away all those layers and labels which are controlling or which are limiting you, will really help the solar to expand. So your whole need to constantly control, or your whole need to be controlled, will absolutely start to diminish once you are living from a holistic solar space that you have. Okay. The next one is heart center, which is right here in the center. Many people think of it as in a very narrow perspective of love life or relationship only. But the heart energy is all about living life with the frequency of love. You can either look at everything in life from the frequency of fear or anger or hate, or you can look at every experience with the vibration of love. So the heart center is literally the bridge between your lower chakras and your higher chakras. Your vision, your expansion, and your actual manifestation. So the heart chakra is responsible for everything that you are creating in your life. What you feel, you can do an affirmation. You can do an affirmation which says, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, because your teacher told you to. But you are feeling lack, 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 lack. And then you say the affirmation didn't work. The affirmation didn't work because only your words were abundant. Your feeling was still lack. So at the end of the day, what you feel in your heart is then going to start expanding into your energy field and start shifting the vibration. Because when the vibration shifts outside, then you suddenly become compatible to what you are looking for. Otherwise, your words can change, your thoughts can change, but your compatibility will only be with what you are already feeling. So if I'm feeling angry, and I'm telling myself all is well, all is well, all is well, but I'm feeling angry, my energy is not going to change into a different space where anger does not exist. I will get more and more attuned. So your heart has that electromagnetic power to burst this grid that you've created, which is keeping you stuck. And so working with the heart center will really, really help you. Those of us who do theta, they may connect with the heart energy as pink. So please continue. But otherwise, as you work with the chakras, the texture is more towards the shades of green. So see what comes to you as you connect with it. The mool mantra for it is yam, YAM, yum. And you can just simply feel, if you are a nature person, just simply visualizing expanse and expanse and expanse of green nature, fields, trees. Okay, and that really connects with the heart center. Of course, there are crystals, there are essential oils, there are a whole lot of ways with which we can, of course, open up the heart chakra. But just to start off with, the chant, the color visualization, all of this should kind of help you with it. Okay, so I will go on to the next person here on my, why is it not coming? I think we worked right now with Himakshi, right? No, and now we have Mairi. Mairi, are you there?
I think it's a beer next. You did mine before. Thank you, though.
No, on my
Thanks.
screen it is Mairi right after Himakshi. So I'm just following the chat window. So is that okay if we go with you?
Oh,
Oh,
you
we
just
already,
did my
yeah,
one.
we did
Yeah.
yours. Yeah, that's
It's
okay.
underneath my name is
Got it,
Abir,
Abir.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
sorry, Mairi. Yeah. Okay, so we have Abir here. Abir, where are you? I'm sorry, actually the grid and the chat are working on two different spaces, so I'm unable. Can we unmute you? Yeah. Okay, so are you comfortable, Abir? Okay, so just take a deep breath and just focus on your breathing for a few moments. Okay, Abir. So I'm picking up a lot of one minute. I don't see you on my screen. Yeah, there you are. Okay, so I am picking up more in your heart center that something is either blocking you or something is you are unable to completely release from your space. More so in the heart center. The midsection is where I'm getting most of the energy. The heart as well as the solar plexus. Just one second. This has just gone off. I'm unable to see anyone on the screen. Yeah, okay. Are you guys able to see me?
Yes. For me, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting the block. So I'm picking up pain, and I'm picking up more of an emotional pain, not a physical pain, so to speak, but more of an emotional pain. And I'm picking up the block in your heart center, and that heart center block is creating a sense of resistance or creating a sense of a downward spiral somewhere in the choices that you are making for yourself. So in this forum, that's what I would kind of tell you. But it is the heart center from where, if you are feeling a discomfort, and you may not be, but if you are feeling a discomfort, that's where we need to work on. So perhaps some sort of meditation or some sort of healing, or just awareness for yourself of what you need to do, or change your perspective on something. But the root cause is lying in the heart from what I am picking up. That is what is creating other issues in the other energy field, but it's stemming from the heart center.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, we have Darshana next. Darshana, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see you. Okay, there you are. Okay, lovely. So just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Okay, so even for you, Darshan, I'm picking up your energy is good. It's flowing. Either you work on it, whether you have a lot of faith. I pick up a lot of faith in your energy field. So a lot of faith, a lot of even passion for something, but I pick up a lot of doubt at the solar plexus. So again, I pick up some kind of issue at the solar plexus. I'm not sure if you've had any kind of physical concern with the stomach or anything as well, but I'm picking up like a little bit of a like a crunching of the energy at the solar plexus, and more to do with the way you view yourself or the way you allow some people to view you. So it's like some sort of conflict there at the solar plexus of your own identity somewhere, or your own judgment of something about yourself. But more so in the solar, your root is quite strong. Even your third eye and crown are very supportive. So a lot of energy inflow you must be getting, or you pray, or you have your own practice. Something is there where the energy flow from above, I'm feeling, is very nice and strong, but it's getting crunched at the solar, because of which movement or momentum or change itself is not the way you probably want or would like more. So it's not like there is lack, but maybe you want more, and that would come in more as the solar starts to expand for you. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so just taking you on to the balance 3. So then we have the throat, we have the third eye, and we have the crown, which are our higher chakras. And the throat is all about communication, it's about expression, it's about your ability to speak your truth, it's about your ability to, just express to the world what you believe, what you are. The color for the throat is blue, and the chant for it is hum, HUM or HAM, hum. The third eye, we hear it about it so often. The third eye is all about your intuition, your inner voice, your inner being, your ability to connect with your inner navigation system for your life, for your world. So it's all about that. It's about you connecting with the with your own purpose, with your own voice in the midst of all the noise around you. Your ability to tune in what is doubt, what is chaos, what is chaotic, what is conflict, but what is my own inner voice telling me. That ability comes with a very, very balanced or an active third eye. Your intuition about other people, your ability to see through things no matter what they look or feel, all of that again comes through this. And your crown is all about receiving, it's about faith. So the third eye, the color associated is indigo, and the chant for it is om. And for the crown, from my gurus, from where I learned, there we don't chant or we don't do anything, we simply visualize violet light coming in through silence. But there are other schools where like HMM or AAHH are said to be connected with the crown. So you see what works for you, whether silence or HMM or AHH, and just meditating on it and just visualizing and receiving streams and streams of light, and just allowing that light to go through your crown all the way through your spine down to your root, and then purging into the earth anything that is not for you, and just lifting your vibration. So the more we release our old frequency, the higher our vibration kind of goes. Okay, so this is where that is. I'm going to, there are 3 more people I think which are there, but we have kind of run out of time and I don't want to keep everyone holding. So if those 3 who are still there are okay to stay with me for another 5 minutes, I will do that. But before I close that and before everyone leaves, I do want to let you know that we are having a chakra diagnosis course coming up, and the team will share with you the details of the date, and it's happening at the JLT Center. And I'm going to be taking the course, the basic and the advanced, for the weekend. And if you are interested and if you want to know more about this course and how you can work with it in your life for yourself, whether it's for personal or in your own practice, feel free to just ask the team to book a consult. I'll be taking consults in the next week, which are obviously free 20-minute consults to discuss more about this course. Or if you have any more details or doubts about the reading we did today, I'll be happy to do that as well. And see how it feels for you. I mean, don't rush into any course, but see how it feels for you. It's a great course to be able to diagnose the energy. We'll talk about every chakra in great detail, what all areas of your life it affects, what it feels when the energy is blocked, how it feels when the energy is unblocked, how can you unblock it, what crystals can you use, what all can you do to help open up the chakra, so that when you walk out of these 2 days or one day, however you want to do it, you can work on yourself, and everything that's happening in your life, it's not just happening, it's not a coincidence, it's all because something within me is resonating with that experience. And if I don't like that experience, the experience is not going to go away till I change what's resonating with it. And so that's what my aim would be to share with you in that course. It's a beautiful course, whether you are way up in your spiritual journey or whether you are absolutely a toddler starting off, because everyone takes from it exactly what they need. So let me know if you have any questions about the course, which I'm happy to take them now, and then I'll be able to go on to the people who have missed out, the last 3 people. Or of course, those who need to leave, since we have run out of time, please feel free to exit, because I know it's a odd time, it's 8 p.m. So dinner or sleep schedules and stuff. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Take care. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So Amreen, while we are waiting for anyone, you can share what you wanted to.
Right. So this morning I was doing like a manifesting activation by Regan Hillier, her name is.
Yeah.
And as I was doing it, she brought up a point where she said, at this point, you might feel some of your fears or blocks come up. And just this morning, the same 3 words that you said to me about self, about judgment, about the 3 words, I wrote it down just now. You said judgment, self-doubt, and approval of others. Those were exactly the same 2 things that came up in my mind this morning, and I visualized releasing it. Like I feel like I've always consciously been aware of it. Not always, but I've been aware of it. But today I feel like it left my system.
Amazing.
But apparently not.
No, so it's still in your field, and if you keep working on it, this was a good kind of awareness to know that yes, what you are releasing is leaving your space. So it's great. It's actually good. You actually got like a mirror reflection of what you are now about to leave. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, so all right, I think we just worked with Darshana, right? Is Raji there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Raji. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, so let's, like I said, guys, whoever needs to exit, feel free, and then we'll just continue. Okay, so your energy is flowing. You have a strong energy. 2 places where your energy tends to dip. One I pick up at the sacral, and one I pick up at the throat. So there is something you want to either move towards or something you want to express, but you're not finding the avenue, or you're not finding the perfect moment, or you have like a shifting goal and you're hoping that you're going to express it here or you're going to express it there, but you're not being able to actually express it or do it or shift it or just flow with it, but you really want to at a deeper space. You're unable to kind of go there. That's what I'm picking for you. So sacral and throat is where you need to work on. You have clarity, you know what you want, but you're unable to really put it out there, and that's what's keeping you away from what you want. That's the sense that I get.
I'm currently thinking of changing my career.
Yeah, very possible, very possible. But you're constantly stuck in the pros and cons, and you're unable to really put out there why you want to change that career completely, and you're unable to stick to that. So yeah, maybe some good, self reflection and some logical mind and right brain work will actually help you with that. But you want to express, you want to change something from within. The energy is telling you to do something different, which you're unable to go out there and put it out there.
I want to. I'm an engineer right now, so
Mm-hmm.
I work on a very logical level at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm thinking I want to just stop doing all this and I want to move into the energy, the
Yeah,
world.
yeah, it feels like it. It feels like it, and you are on that space. You are on that space. So yeah, don't rush yourself. You're not gonna get logical answers for this illogical experience that you're having. But the more you tune within yourself, the more you kind of, meditate or ask yourself, what is this healing journey gonna give you? You will find your answers. And if nothing else, just ask for signs. I believe in signs 100%. So when not everything we can choose. Ask your higher self for signs. Make it simple for yourself. You will get the signs. Yeah?
Thank you so much, Pal.
Very welcome. Okay, so now we have Priya. Priya, are you there? Okay, hi Priya.
Yes.
Okay,
Hi.
so let's go for it. Okay, take a deep breath and just breathe in. Okay, so your lower chakras are getting in the energy that you need. Okay, and even your higher chakras are receiving. I again pick up the blocks, so to speak, between your throat, your heart, and the solar. So somewhere there that bridge gets, so you know what you want, and you try and experience what you want, but somewhere in between there is a disconnect. Like I'm picking up a void in between. So either you lose focus there, or you feel that you change your mind too quickly, or even if you experience something, there's a void, like something takes away from that whole experience and you're unable to kind of communicate that and feel okay about it. So either you're self guessing yourself, second guessing yourself too much, or you are in the company of someone where you do not feel that you can truly be who you want to be, or who you so then there is a disconnect of what you truly are and what you end up experiencing. Okay, so that's where I'm picking up that disconnect for you. So the more you try to connect to who you are, start with your solar, your heart will heal from there, but start with your solar and just try to connect to who you are and just try to experience who you are and what you love about yourself, and like say 10 good things about yourself to yourself every day, and that should really help to open up the energy there, because otherwise your energy is very potent. You have potent strong energy. The flow from the below as well as above is quite strong. And so do you get headaches by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel the energy kind of, coming there, and a lot of conflict, and then it could manifest as a physical pain or something like that. So yeah, just work on your solar, and you will notice that if the solar opens up, this energy will not stay stuck here. It will actually start to move into the areas it needs to for you. Okay,
Thank you so much.
very welcome. Okay, and now we have Aditi, is that correct?
Yes, hi. I'm on
Hi,
my phone.
Aditi.
I don't know
Okay.
how to turn on the camera.
Okay, no worries, no worries. It's fine. Just take a deep breath and just focus on your breathing for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out, and that would be the last one on my screen. Yeah, perfect. Just focus on your breathing. Aditi, can you just give me your date of birth, please?
Should I message it to you?
Yeah, you can message it to
Yeah.
me. And in the meantime, yes, Irish, it would be perfectly fine to do if you're still there. Is Irish still there? Yeah, so we can definitely do a consult. I will ask my team, I will ask Erica to have this organized.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Aditi, okay. Okay, so again, you have very light, beautiful energy. It's a very innocent energy at some level. But I am picking up like you are holding yourself back, like you are not allowing yourself to do certain things you want to. Like I'm getting the vision of like a free bird who wants to be a free bird, but is somewhere caging herself. That's the vision that I somewhere got. Somewhere you need to just let yourself be without worrying about what it is or how it's being perceived, just giving yourself a little bit more freedom. I'm finding a lot of inhibition at the sacral level, or maybe even I'm getting that sense something creative. Do you enjoy, like, I don't know, art or dancing or something like that?
Yes, I am actually an artist by
Yeah.
profession.
Yeah, but by profession. So I think you've taken it to professionally. You need to just be more creative without the profession. That's the sense I'm getting. Like do something for yourself, not for the profession, and it will just open up a whole new channel for you because your energy is somewhere feeling caged. Maybe the profession or the need to make the business work or to make it viable is somewhere tampering with your creativity. So just take out some time which is only for you and do the art for what you love in it, and it will in turn then make the abundance even higher.
Yeah, wow. Thank you so much.
You're
I needed that message. Thank you.
very welcome. Okay guys, so that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for your time and your energy and just being here. And if you have any doubts, I'm online for the next few minutes. Feel free to ask me about the course, or if it is late now, feel free and my team can book it for you as well. Something you're asking, Abir?
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'll try to hit my heart chakra. I'll try to work on it. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. All the best to you.
Thank you.
Bharti, I do have a question about
Yes,
the
please.
course,
Yeah.
but if you want to engage everybody else for them to say
No, that's
goodbye
fine.
first, that's fine.
Everyone can, if anyone has a question, they can stay. And if anyone needs to leave, by all means, because it's of course extended the time. So please go on.
Okay. So of course you've been doing this for a really long time, and it seems very effortless for you to connect with somebody and pick up on their energies. When we do a 2-day course, what sort of expertise will we be walking out with?
Sure.
When you're doing this kind of analysis, are you also using your expertise from other modalities? Of course, your experience, or mostly just chakra diagnosis?
Experience will come as you go along, like with anything. Like when you start skating or driving or any new skill, first it's all about the process and the clarity, and then your commitment to the cause will take you where you need to be. So again, I do believe that there's no coincidence that you are sitting here and asking this question. So obviously a part of you is very keen to explore that side of you which is already within you. And the more you work on yourself, the more you just use, and of course I'll attune you that time. So in the class itself, I will attune you to be able to trust your own intuition more, to be able to trust in your old readings more. And so yeah, that's one part of it. But like with any modality, what you feel for it after that and how much you practice with it will determine where you take it.
Okay.
And right after the course, you will be able to do a full reading for clients, whether remote or in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
so
so
that
much.
much I will equip you with before you leave the class.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah. Anyone else or any questions?
Bharti, I would like a consultation too, if it is
Sure.
possible.
Of course, I will ask the team to get in touch with you and we can schedule that for sure.
Sure. You have
Yeah.
the number, right?
Yeah, you registered, so they will have the details for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll make a
That's
note
fine.
anyways and say Raji wanted it. All right, great.
But this would be on a working day. What would be the timing be like?
For the consult?
Yeah.
Oh, that they'll check with you on your availability and then align it with my availability and fix it. Don't worry on that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
All right.
Thank you so much for your
So
time too.
thank you everyone. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you
Thank you
guys
so
at the
much.
center.
Thank you
All
so much,
right.
ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye,
night.
ma'am. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
May I please pop in another question?
Of course. Please, by all
Um,
means.
I don't want to take too much of your time, so it doesn't have to be detailed. But if you
Sure.
don't mind, please, since you mentioned signs, just before I got in here for the meditation, I usually at my work desk here, I have this candle that has a sticker like this. It says, "I am
Right.
abundant," and it has crystals. And I have it here on my candle. But
Okay.
surprisingly, today I forgot to blow my candle off and I left for the day. So when I came back, one of my crystal is charred, is
Okay.
burned.
Yeah. So
And
which basically, of course, this morning you did some releasing as well, right? So again, this is not a coincidence. So whichever that crystal is, I'm not sure which one it is. Is it a black crystal? Is it a tourmaline? Or what crystal is
so
it?
it had citrine and pyrite. One was pink and the other one I think was green.
Okay, so something which was blocking you either at the heart level or your abundance level, it kind of absorbed that negativity, so to speak. And so just give the crystal back to Mother Earth. So find a space in nature and just put the crystal back and thank the crystal for actually taking in what you released this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
You're very welcome. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye bye.